How in the Hell Did I Get Here is supported by the Coloring Book Coach. Check out the new podcast, How to Fall in Love with Yourself Toolkit, an intuitive guide for your month. Find it at thecoloringbookcoach.com. What happens when you take an Uber and meet a driver who has some really far-out stories about what takes place while driving an Uber? Well, obviously, you invite him on the show. So today, you'll be hearing two stories from one of my favorite Uber drivers, Fred Johnson. Fred is more than just an Uber driver. He's a great storyteller and also the producer of BackSeatVideos, which are basically videos he makes with the passengers while he drives. Yep. He has themes and topics and discusses them with his riders. It's awesome. Be sure to check him out. All of his links are in the show notes. This is Kim A. Floden, and welcome to How in the Hell Did I Get Here? As usual, today's episode contains swear words. And the first story Fred shares includes some very X-rated behavior by a passenger. It's amazing what some people think is okay to do in an Uber. That was definitely not okay. Lucky for us, Fred turns it into a hilarious story. Before we get going, I'm going to ask you to please leave us a review on Apple iTunes. We all know that reviews are the social proof for others that this show is worth listening to, and it really only takes you a second. So stop the show right now and go to howinthehellpodcast.com. And just leave us a quick review. Even hit the 5-star thing. That's awesome. And we'll wait for you. Go do that right now. It really helps us, and we love the encouragement to keep going with this podcast. This is Kim A. Floden, and you're listening to How in the Hell Did I Get Here? Stay with us. Now, here's Fred Johnson with a story we're calling No Thank You, You Just Played for the Yankees. I met Fred in an Uber. He was my Uber driver, and he has such a good story, I had to have him come on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he does really awesome videos with his people that are riding around called BackSeatVideos, right?
Yeah, Fred Johnson here with BackSeatVideos. Yeah, some people want to come in and tell their stories, and then, of course, we have questions and stuff like that and challenges that our passengers are doing. They're from all over the world, and we're glad to have them aboard. Sometimes they come in and tell us about how they use the bathroom, and then sometimes how they fold toilet paper. Sometimes they just come in and just want to tell you how they drank an entire fifth of tequila and passed out in Cancun. So,
well,
yeah.
Yes, it happens.
Yeah,
that's a story that doesn't even need to be told, because that happens to everyone. If you go to Cancun, you plan on drinking and passing out. I mean, it's what you do there. Okay, well, let's hear this story, man, about the man you picked up.
Oh, man. Sure.
And how long had you been an Uber driver at this point?
Well, at that point, I'd only been an Uber driver for about 2 months. And, wow, too early to be drinking. But every time I think about this story, I just
you want to start drinking.
Oh, man. Every time I think about it, I almost throw up in my mouth like, oh, it's horrible, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, well, share your shock with the rest of us.
Oh, man. So it's just one night. It was actually early AM. Uber sends you a little beacon thing. Hey, you have a ride. Okay, great. It tells you how long the ride is, the person's name, things like that. So, I go over there, pick them up, and it's at a strip club. So I'm a little alarmed at that point, right before 2 a.m. So I'm a little sleepy, doesn't matter. I have to have a bunch of video to edit, have things on my mind. I'm not paying attention. He gets in and he smells like a gallon of Jack Daniels. He bathed in it or something like that. So, I'm a little nervous about that. So I just whatever. So I'm just driving along. I'm yawning, not worried about too much. And so we get on the freeway and I just had this feeling this guy's looking at me. So I'm looking in the rearview mirror and he's just staring me down. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this dude, man?
Creepy.
He's like eyeballing. I'm like, is this going to be my night where an Uber driver gets murdered on the freeway? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Or something, or, we have a fight or something happens on the street.
Right.
Eyeballing me. And I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm like, maybe it's just me. So, I switch lanes and I look in the rearview mirror and he's like totally eyeballing me again. And I'm just like, all right, something's not right here. Something's not right. And now we're moving along and I start to get this like weird ass like smell in the air, like horrible. I'm like, what is
Oh.
that? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
old pickle juice and gym socks. I don't know what the hell is going on. So,
Oh, God.
and I'm like, what is that, man? So I roll the window down and stick my head out there just to see if it's like, is it coming from outside? And, the air smells better outside. And I'm like,
Right.
man. I lean back in and I'm like, man, what? No, that smells familiar, man. I'm like, what is that, man? So I turn back there and look. This dude was totally jerking off right there, just right there in the back seat.
Oh,
Boom,
my
boom.
God.
Like just going at it, like in
Oh,
hand.
no way. What the hell do you do in this situation?
Well, I mean,
besides like what the reaction we're having right now, like what the fuck?
Right. Well, I mean, with penis, well, my first reaction, he has penis in hand, so I mean, I don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna fight him or nothing like that. So I was like, dude, are you checking off, man? And he was like, oh man, sorry, bro. Do you have any napkins? I'm like, napkins?
Oh my!
Man.
He had the audacity to ask for napkins.
Right, like I'm carrying
Holy
Downy,
shit.
like I'm walking around with Downy in the car for Jack.
Really?
So I was like, dude, you finished and everything? He was like, oh yeah, sorry, bro. I'm like, oh man. I was like, no, man, listen, you gotta get out, man. We're getting off the freeway right now. You gotta get out, man. This is horrible, man. I couldn't believe you're doing this, man. I'm like, oh man. So I pull off the freeway and I exit the first exit. I'm like, yo, you gotta get out now. Your trip's over. And I was like, not touch that door handle. I'm coming around there to let you out.
Yeah, don't touch one more thing in my car, you weirdo.
Right, you've already touched enough. I'm already gonna touched way too much. So I go around and let him out on that side, and he's all like, "Oh man, sorry, bro." And he tried to stick his hand out. You think I'm gonna really shake your hand? You know what I mean? Did I not just see you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh God!
Come on, man. No, you
yeah.
played for the Yankees back there. No. You just played for the Yankees. I'm not shaking your hand. No. So then I was thinking about pepper spraying him, you know what I mean, or something like that. But I was like, nah,
you wake him up, shock him.
I just want to go home. Like,
right.
Give him a nice quick mouthwash. But, I was like, nah, just go and get out of here. So I had to drive to a car wash, one of those 24-hour deals, and they had a steam cleaner thing in there. And cleaned it out and bought about 50 air fresheners and Febreze. And then I go home and I pop the biggest bottle of Pinot Grigio I could find. I just start downing it like Gatorade, like a Lush, straight goldfish. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, what just happened to me?
Like, what happened to me?
That was a true how in the hell did I get here moment.
Oh, man.
So you left the guy on the side of the road, basically?
First exit, man. Hey, man, you got to hike it from here, man. I mean, you're all cleaned out and satisfied now. I mean, like, dude, man, just go ahead and walk it off now. Who does that in the back of it?
Yes, exactly. Who does that in the back of a freaking Uber? And obviously he did not get a 5-star rating.
If it was anything lower than 0, he would have got it. What I did was I actually called Uber and reported him, and he actually got banned from the service, so he can't use Uber anymore.
Oh, wow. Well, no, that's actually good because seriously, what if it would have been a woman driver? I mean, come on.
Oh, man, you know what I mean? That could have been looked at as some type of like, I don't know, a crime or something.
Yeah,
like that,
it could have been. I mean, I don't know if it's a crime, but it seems like it should be a crime.
It should be a crime.
Well, it sounded like you handled it the right way. You stayed calm and you were good until you got home and really hit the Pinot Grigio. And then that was...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was it right there. Once I hit the Pinot Grigio, I'm talking to Uber on the phone. I had to have the Pinot.
Oh, God. Oh, is that your craziest Uber ride yet?
Oh, well, no. I mean, you get about one a day. So, I mean, I have a stack of stories. I mean,
well, what's the other? Give me another loony one.
Okay. What could be crazier than what we just heard, right? Stay tuned after the break for another unbelievable Uber adventure from Fred.
Hey there, it's Kim. I'm just popping in to answer a quick question someone asked, which is what more they could do to help support the show beyond sharing, reviewing, and subscribing. Here's a quick list. 1. Buy us a cookie or two at coffee.com. That's coffee.com/howinthehell. It's actually spelled ko-fi.com and then /howinthehell. 2, we have fun merchandise. Shirts, mugs, bags, even socks. The link is at howinthehellpodcast.com. 3, are you a small business owner? You can advertise on the show.
Email howinthehell@gmail.com or call 323-488-3303. Now back to Fred and his story. Oh, is that your craziest Uber ride yet?
Oh, well, no. I mean, you get about one a day. So, I mean, I have a stack of stories. I mean,
well, what's the other? Give me another loony one.
Some people don't understand that Uber is actually set up on a rating system. So it tries to pair a rider with the best passenger that's going to provide the best experience. So they want, if you're a 5-star rated passenger, you're going to get linked up with a 5-star rated driver.
I did notice that. I'm like, my Uber is like 4.9 or whatever. And I usually am always with like around those same level of drivers. But I mean, even if if you have a lower rating, you're not getting as many rides as a driver.
Right.
Or as a passenger too, probably.
Right. And it's going to work vice versa. So you're going to get paired with a driver. If you're a 3.0, you're going to get rated with a driver that's a 3.0. You're going to have a horrible experience. So.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. So there you go, people. A little Uber insight for you.
Right. Try to get the best experience for both. So with that being said, I'm just driving along and I'm near the downtown area and I get a call about 7 minutes away and it's like 1 something in the morning. I'm like, okay, great. And as I turn the block, I'm right at the spot where the person's supposed to be, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't see anyone. And all of a sudden, the cops just ride like right in front of me and just like shine the light like all in the car. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is this all about, man? Am I about to get dragged, beat up or something?
It's an Uber sting.
Right, it's an Uber
trap.
sting. Like it's a trap. What the hell's going on here, man? I'm about to get. You're like, you've been there. You just dropped below 5 stars. You're going to jail.
We know what the man did in your back seat. We need to dust for prints.
Right. We need to
and DNA.
We need to get DNA. Put that blue light in there. You're going to see all kind of stains in there.
Oh, God. Oh.
So then he turns around, and then all of a sudden this woman just flies out from behind a tree and just opens the back door, jumps in, slams it, and jumps and just slides down on the floor. She goes, go, go, go. I'm like, go, go, go. What the hell do you mean, go, go, go?
Oh, my God.
I was like, who the hell are you? I was like, I'm looking for Christine. And she goes, yeah, I'm Christine. Just go, go, go. And I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, listen. And then the cops turn around. And he busts the U-turn. He shines the light in the car. And I start driving. I'm driving straight towards the light. I'm like, listen, are you wanted? Yeah. I'm like, if you're wanted, man, you're going to have to get the hell out of here. I'm turning you in as soon as we get right up here to the light. And she was like, no, just please drive. And so and then the cops just let me go past them. And then they got behind us, and then they actually started to follow us all the way as we're driving. And I'm like, listen, lady, did you rob a bank or something, or what the hell did you do? Because, if you've done something where I'm aiding and abetting a felon, you need to get out of here.
God.
Because I'm going to tell on you if they pull us over. I'm not going to go to jail and see that she's right here.
Was she's like on the floor in the back seat or something?
She's on the floor in the back seat. So
oh my God! You should have said, "Hey, dude, you don't want to be on that floor. You don't know what's going on down there."
Yeah, I just had a guy back there. I picked up at a strip club. Started to get on the freeway. The cops turn away and let us go about our way. And then she just sits up. She's like, "Woo!" She starts fixing her hair. I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, I work this area. I prostitute around here, and so they have been looking for me because they have seen me get out of a car." So I just, was hiding behind that tree until you got here. I'm like, oh, really? Is that right? Okay.
Huh.
So not only did I almost get arrested by the cops, I just picked up a hooker. Okay. All right, that's
now, if you had the man from the other story in the car when you picked her up, this could have been a match made in heaven.
This would have been a perfect match made in heaven. This could have been a different show.
This could have been. They could have gotten married. They could have.
Everything.
What happened with her then?
So we're driving, and I noticed that she lives like far away, and I'm like, so you come all the way down here to work? And she's like, yeah, that's what I do. And she's just talking about it and telling me all of her stories, which is so funny, and some of the things that happened to her. And then when we get to her city, she has the nerve to say, yeah, there's a great bar right here. Would you like to stop and have a drink or something like that and hang out? I'm like, no.
Yeah, hello. What the hell?
Did I not just see you run from the cops? I mean, like, what the hell?
Right.
Man?
And then my thought is like, well, she's already paid for the Uber, but it was like, if she hadn't, I would think, okay, now she's trying to get out of her Uber fare.
Right. She wanted to barter. She wanted to change.
Right.
I was like, no, because I still got to drive and stuff. No. So I dropped her off, and it was like one of those things I had to sit there for like 5 minutes and like recap and laugh. And it was just like, another hilarious night for me.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed Fred's stories today. Be sure to follow Backseat Videos on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Find the links in our show notes. And a big thanks to Fred for taking the time to share just a couple of his crazy stories with us today. Remember, if you have a story you want to share on How in the Hell Did I Get Here, call our story line at 323-488-3303. You'll have about 3 minutes to record something you might just hear on the air. Meet you back here next week for more How in the Hell Did I Get Here stories. Until then, pay attention, my friends. You just never know when you might find yourself saying,
No. You just played for the Yankees. I'm not shaking your hand. No.
How in the hell did I get here? Thanks again to our sponsor, The Coloring Book Coach. Find your free coloring book at thecoloringbookcoach.com. Thank you, Silent Partner, for our theme song, 7th Floor Tango, and our ad music, Blue Skies. We found them on YouTube's Creator Library. Find the link on our show notes. This week's show was written, produced, and hosted by myself, Kim A. Floden, with editing help from my sister, Carrie Floden.